32. The S&P 500 is up 6 points. KDKA Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, and the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Just when it started getting cold, our furnace goes out. True story. I called Tootie. 412-771-4200. Within an hour, there's a tech at our house. My man puts those boots on, doesn't want to make the house dirty, goes downstairs. He's an insane gentleman. Finds that a motor's burnt out. Comes back in and says, you know what? I'm not replacing that. I'm not going to charge you for that. I'm going to clean it and see if it works. It worked. Fantastic service. Fantastic workmanship. Amazing company. Tootie Mechanical. 412-771-4100.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Cancer is a war. It's the truth. I don't know that my sister Barb would be alive. She's battling pancreatic cancer. I don't know that she'd be alive if it wasn't for the folks. See, I just don't. The care, the concern, the different medicines, the different procedures, the different trials to keep her alive. It's magnificent. I saw the same thing with myself and so many others. UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Clouds and a few peaks of sunshine for the rest of our Wednesday, with plenty of sunshine in some of the northern suburbs, the high 48. Tonight will turn rather cloudy with areas of fog late, though 34. Mainly cloudy tomorrow, high 48. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30-plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up with that owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
leafilter.com.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Okay, here we go. Halfway through the week. It's a Wednesday, and we're going to have a great time. Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6, KDK.
This is the never-ending moron real estate mall owner, slumlord owner. This Pittsburgh Mills travesty. As if they didn't suck bad enough, they were they were fined again yesterday another $17 million. They owe those idiots, the Namdar group, these idiots. Maybe they're not the idiots. Maybe we are because we put up with this crap. But at some point, one of these clowns has to be thrown in jail. They were fined another $17.6 million, the morons. Tom Flaherty handed $17,634,000 worth of fines. These idiots who own the Pittsburgh Mills. Namdar. They already have $11.2 million. They were found guilty of several violations. We had some success, and that's why I wanted to grab. Without Steve Zappala and his people, none of this happens. These jagoffs just do what they want. And leaders like Pat Katina who won't let this go. Pat, good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, Marty. How are you?
This is a disgrace, is it not?
It's a total disgrace. I mean, they have actually it's about $30 million in fines over the 8-year period, and these people need to be held accountable. They're slumlords, as you said. It's ridiculous. I mean, we've had some movement because of the DA's office, at least with the roads. I mean, I was up there last week, and I was up there actually when they started to mill the roads, and I was very happy about that. I mean, that's not the fix-all to end-all, but that's a start.
Hold on.
And I have to give props to the DA.
Without Steve, in fact, Steve said to us on the air, we told him, and Kevin Krause, the sheriff, said, I will come to New York and arrest your ass. And that's what it took just to get them to start to do a little work. Right, Pat?
Correct. Sheriff Krause and the DA's office, I mean, they really pushed this along. I mean, the DA will issue a warrant for his arrest, and the sheriff will go after him. So they're not fooling around. I mean, they started the movement. So, I mean, the only threat that worked was throwing them in jail.
Patrick was up there and shot actually a very compelling video that more than 50,000 people have seen. Describe it. Is it better, Patrick? Is it the same crap?
It's getting better.
It's getting better?
So right now, I don't know if they've done any more paving since I was out there. What was that, night before last?
Yeah.
But, half the road has been milled. So you have to detour through another road of potholes
look at that.
and craters to get around the millwork. But, at least there's hope. It's awful.
Is there hope, Pat?
There's hope, but like I said, it's not the be-all to end-all. There's still a long way to go, but at least this is a start. Something's getting done because what we had, the status quo with the Ho Chi Minh Trail up there being bombed out, wasn't working.
Hey, Pat, they owe $30 million. They'll never pay that, will they?
I don't think so. I mean, and they'll have to lean the property and try to go out. It's going to be a nightmare. I mean, it really is. I mean, we have to, and the learning lesson for everyone out there is we can't no one can let things get this bad. We need to keep an eye on all of our malls, whether that's Robinson, South Hills Village, I mean, wherever that is. I mean, we have to make sure that people are upkeeping their property, regardless.
At some point, if they don't do the right thing and finish this up and sell this thing to someone who gives a damn, maybe Steve should send his people and the sheriff to New York and arrest this guy and put him in handcuffs and put him on television and make a public display of it. You know what I mean, Pat?
I agree with you. I mean, this is ridiculous that it's gotten this bad. $30 million in fines over an 8-year period. I'm sorry. That's. I mean, I'm being nice here, but that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, they're criminals. Hey, Pat, they even lied before about when they were going to start this milling. At least they're doing that, right?
Oh, they've lied about that. They didn't want to pay the prior company that did the pothole work that they got. I mean, these guys are jokers, man. I mean, to quote you, they're jagoffs.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just simply ridiculous.
Hey, Pat,
it shouldn't be this way.
This project, will this pave all those nasty roads up there?
It's not going to pave all of them.
No,
I know it's not going to pave all of them. But, I mean, it's like I said, it's going to get the main thoroughfare, the people where people travel the most. But, I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic. I mean, it's a little sliver of hope.
Kind of laughable to issue $17 million in fines when they haven't paid squat. It doesn't really mean anything, does it?
No. They don't care. I mean, they're not going to care until someone gets thrown in jail.
They have 364 code violations. That's insane. Go ahead, Patrick.
Marty, they paid $13 million for that mall.
Oh.
They now owe in fines twice what they paid for
There
it.
you go. Mall slumlords, Pat. You never thought we'd be having this talk. Man.
Totally ridiculous.
Pacatina, throw him in jail, brother. Thanks.
You're welcome, Marty. Take care.
But you were up there. It's not as if they're doing... Are they doing the whole thing from what you could tell?
From what I can tell, so by the whole thing, so the main road that goes from, the ramps up to the villages is what they call those other properties.
Yeah.
Namdar doesn't own the strip malls on each side where the big box stores are. They own the roads and then the main big mall, the indoor mall property. So this looks like it'll take care of the road going to Walmart and all the big businesses that are there. So this will at least take care of, access to the businesses people are going to, not the empty mall.
And so people know, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Milling, you're getting ready to pave. You're taking a layer off and creating an opportunity to pave, right?
Exactly. You're shaving the road down, getting all the crevices and cracks and all that mess out of there, and then smoothing it out. And then next you put the top coat and everything on there.
The paving company they hired, Lindsay, is highly regarded and very well known. And known for doing great work. I hope they paid them in advance. Because these people...
Right, we don't know if they ever even paid that first company.
We don't.
They filled like a dozen potholes and then supposedly stiffed them on the bill.
Throw them in jail, man. Cuff them. Put them on television. Shame them. Embarrass them.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Here's AirPro's Rocco Florio. If last summer took a toll on your old, inefficient central air conditioning system and you got prices from some of the big box stores or your current heating and cooling company and have been shocked with high prices and limited warranties, it's time to call AirPro Heating and Cooling and see why our customers save 20 to 30% over the competition.
AirPro and Bryant are offering their summer special and also 60 months interest-free financing or low 3.9% interest subject to credit approval. Call AirPro Heating and Cooling. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Are you tired of online threats? Then get an antivirus. It's the only online protection you will ever need.
Disclaimer, an antivirus is just half protection online. It will not protect you from snoopers or encrypt your online traffic. So this Black Friday, get better online protection with NordVPN. NordVPN will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. Get the NordVPN Black Friday deal with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
Do the holiday parties, tailgating, and family get-togethers have your liver working overtime? Let Active Liver help give your liver some relief at Amazon or Vitacost.com, CVS, Meijer Grocery, or ShopRite.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we're here for you. And we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
At Bowser's Chevrolet, we're thankful for our customers, and we're showing it with incredible red tag savings all month long during the Chevy Red Tag Sales Event. Get a 2026 Silverado 1500 double cab and lease for only $341 a month, or get 0% for 36 months. Plus, the new 2026 Chevy Trax has arrived, and Bowser has over 70 in stock and ready to drive home. For well-qualified buyers, dealer doc fee of $477 applies, 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year with $2,999 down, tax, title, and fees not included, with approved credit through GM Financial. Offer ends December 1st. Bowser's Chevrolet Monroeville. BowserChevrolet.com.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Ford is recalling nearly 250,000 Bronco and Bronco Sport vehicles because of reports the dashboard instrument panel failed to display anything when the vehicles were started. Could cause a crash. Shares of Ford a tiny bit lower elsewhere on Wall Street. Earlier gains have been mostly wiped out as jitters creep in ahead of today's after-the-bell earnings from AI chipmaker NVIDIA. There are questions about whether its revenues will justify the billions and billions of dollars tech giants have been paying for AI. Right now, the Dow is down about 0.5%. The NASDAQ and the S&P each down just a fraction. A long-delayed report from the Commerce Department out today. The U.S. trade deficit tumbling by nearly 24% in August. That was because of the punishing Trump tariffs on imported goods from a ton of countries began taking effect, prompting importers to scale down what they were bringing in. And Tesla getting clearance from state officials in Arizona to begin offering ride-hailing service in robo-taxis with a safety driver at first. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. No one cares about the Bruce Springsteen movie. No one. Guy's 60 years old. He's alive and touring. Why do I want to see a movie about his life? His life is his life now. Huh? No one saw it. No one. And I love Bruce. Guy's alive and they're making a movie. I was pushing the naming of the airport to be Rich Fitzgerald, RFI. You know what he said? First of all, he's humble. Doesn't even want to talk about it. Look around the county. Airports, bridges, roads get named posthumously. Really? Why do you have to die to get something named after you? Or Fitz, as they do with all these buildings at colleges, and you write a big check, and they name it the Griffin Science Center. Happens every day. And considering that you raised all the money for that airport and came up with a plan to build that airport and hired everyone at the airport, all the big shots, they should name it after you now. RFI. Rich Fitzgerald International. I'm serious. Why not? Let's not wait till he dies and then say, let's call the airport RFI. Who cares at that point? I want to pull up on an airport named after me. You know what I'm saying? While I'm alive. Come on, man. Let's do something cool. This Jones Turkey Farm. This young woman is a friggin' miracle. Oh, just a miracle. She, her name is Carrie from the Jones Turkey Farm. And we had the big boss on yesterday. It's so funny because she said he gets nervous, so they had to rehearse his interview. He was fantastic. And they've donated a significant number of turkeys to our friends in the community so far. After they did this, she sends me a note. Do you know anyone else that we can help? Huh? Unbelievable. So I sent her this note. I'm serious. I'm going to read it verbatim. This amazing woman, Carrie. And then I'm going to tell you how she's insanely cool. Good morning, Marty. This was sent to me yesterday. I left a voicemail last week on the message. I'm not sure you got it yet. I have a church in Wilkinsburg, the Christ Temple Church. The Reverend's name is Marvin Rawlings. Really good people, really good church. Both you and Giant Eagle delivered 10 turkeys last year. Could I please reach out and get them again? The contact Reverend Rollins, the church, Christ Temple Church, Mount Vernon Street. So I sent this note yesterday to this amazing girl, Carrie. And Carrie sends me a note this morning from a Jones Turkey Farm. And she says, hold on. Yes, for those 10 turkeys. I will deliver Thursday or Friday. How about this? How about this place? How about these people? Come on, man. How about that greatness? It gets better. She sends me this note at 10 o'clock this morning, Carrie does, and says, I'll call you later. I'm having a colonoscopy now. I swear I'm reading it verbatim. This wonderful, dedicated woman. If you don't love that, what the hell do you love? If that isn't cool, what is? If that isn't committed, what is? Folks, if you haven't bought a turkey, you got to buy it from Jones Turkey Farm just because they're so damn generous. This young woman, on the way into a colonoscopy, and you know how disgusting that is? That on the toilet, that whole 24 hours of cleansing. And this wonderful woman is sending out text messages about turkeys on the way in to get a colonoscopy. That, my friends, is greatness. the Jones Turkey Farm. How about what he said yesterday? They have more 30-pound turkeys than ever before because David Jones, they couldn't find enough people to work to process the turkeys, so it took 3 weeks longer, and they put on a pound a week. So they have more 30-pound turkeys than ever before. And I asked my boy Matt Kavanaugh from Mateo's. Love that place. Loved. Now he's a great chef at Market District. Matt said, take out the other shelves. The 30-pounder fits in the oven. And David Jones concurred. However, got to give love one more time to Carrie, this employee of the Jones Turkey Farm, who literally said, I got your turkeys. I'll deliver them Thursday or Friday. Meantime, leave me alone. I'm getting a colonoscopy. Ha! That is cool. That, my friends, is greatness.
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKARadio.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Hey, folks, Marty here. Beat the crowd. Shop Black Friday now at Levin Furniture and Mattress. My friend Robert Levin and his team are the lowest prices of the year on furniture and mattresses. Incredible hot buys. Plus, take 25% off store-wide. Leave your wallet at home. Get 5-year special financing on qualifying purchases of $24.99 or more. No money down, plus guaranteed low prices on top mattress brands. Black Friday now at Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
Coach Dave Gray's brand new book, Next Point Wins, a playbook for future champions, is finally here. A GPS for young people. It's packed with lessons to build confidence, self-worth, and leadership in kids and teens. Pre-order your signed copy now at nextpointwinsbook.com and help inspire the next generation of champions. Get ready to drop, bounce, and win big at Rivers Casino. On Friday, November 21st, 5 guests at each drawing will have a chance to win big. Visit riverscasino.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. The city of Pittsburgh kicks off the holidays on Saturday, November 22nd with its tree lighting ceremony presented by Clearview. Festivities along Grant Street include fireworks, live music, and gingerbread house competition.
Details at KDKARadio.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. You're going to get help here. What's stopping people from filing bankruptcy? My friend Harold Shepley has the answer.
So many times people, they want to pick up the phone. They know they need help, but they're afraid of losing their car, afraid of losing their house. They're worried about their credit, or they're just simply embarrassed. And bankruptcy helps you keep those things. We can get your credit back in just a few short months. And believe it or not, about half of your friends have already filed bankruptcy.
Check them out at ShepleyLaw.com.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 44 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. With their famous lifetime warranty on materials and labor, trust PJ.com. An Atrona man is accused of threatening to murder a federal official in October. 39-year-old Thomas Dorn has been indicted by a grand jury for allegedly calling a postal worker and leaving voicemail messages with threats to injure and kill the victim and others. Later, authorities say Dorn threatened to shoot the mail carrier and then shoot up the post office where the carrier worked. After his arrest, the FBI removed 11 guns, suppressors, scopes, magazines, as well as ammunition from his home. The trial date has not yet been announced. State police have charged a Jeanette man for his role in a hit-and-run accident that killed a man on an e-bike in July. Troopers say 37-year-old William Seaver was behind the wheel of the vehicle that struck and killed 19-year-old Jaden Lynch. Seaver is facing numerous charges, including accidents involving death, duty to give information or render aid, tampering in evidence, and driving without a license. Anyone with information of Seaver's whereabouts is asked to call state police.
A 14-year-old Penn Hills boy died Tuesday during basketball practice at Amani Christian Academy. The medical examiner's office confirmed this morning Jaquan Zay's death. And a message from the academy says Jaquan became unresponsive while taking a break during practice and died on the way to Children's Hospital. The school's morning schedule was adjusted to give students and staff time to process the loss, and counselors are available for support. At a morning news conference, Duquesne University named its 14th president. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has that story.
Currently, Provost and Executive Vice President Dr. David Dowsey has helped guide the university through major initiatives, including the creation of a new medical school and expanded academic programs. Speaking about his new role, Dowsey said he sees the presidency as a powerful opportunity to help others.
Shared governance here is not a box to check. It's the way that we think together, decide together, and move forward together. It is no secret that higher education faces strong headwinds. Demographic shifts, economic pressure, and doubts about the value of a college degree. But we know what we stand for.
Dowsey will officially take over July 1st, becoming the fourth lay president in Duquesne's 147-year history. Tamara Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Now that both the House and Senate have passed a bill to force the Justice Department to publicly release its files on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, a local attorney is speaking out on the matter. Phil DeLuceni tells Rob Pratt on KDKA that those members of Congress looking to get something on their political opponents will be highly disappointed once those files are released.
It's amazing to me, though, that society gravitates towards this, what some would say a vivacious, sexy topic, when two Justice Departments, one under a Democrat, one under a Republican, have reviewed the files, and no further persons other than the ones that have been prosecuted have been prosecuted.
President Trump said he will sign the bill. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 57 points, the NASDAQ up 50, the S&P 500 up 9. KDK Sports, Duquesne will host Loyola of Maryland tonight. Tip-off is set for 7. Penn State at home against Harvard. That's a 6:30 start. KDK Radio News Time is 1:03. Right now it's cloudy and 44 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is letting everyone know about great debt relief options now available to help people with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of your credit card debt. Get a free debt relief consultation when you call 800-548-4040. 800-548-4040. That's 800-548-4040.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be chilly with clouds and areas of sun. With most of the sunshine in the northern suburbs, it'll stay cloudy to the south, the high 48. Tonight, mostly cloudy with some fog, low 34. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, high 48. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Fall in Pittsburgh. And does Rhino Shield do a business? Just ask business owner Mike.
I was watching TV one night and saw the Rhino Shield ad, and I thought, well, if they can do a house, they can probably do a building.
And remember, Rhino Shield's not pain, it's better.
So they came out and they gave me a price, showed me how the Rhino works, how it lasts, and how the guarantee works.
Pittsburgh, right now, you can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off and 0% financing for 12 months.
They started started on the building. They waited for us to leave, and they worked Saturday and Sunday so they wouldn't affect our business at all. This was the great part of it. I came back Sunday night, and you couldn't even tell they were here. There was no paint on the ground. They did a fantastic job.
Here's owner Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl. Go Rhino.
Don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Looking for the perfect holiday gift? Give your loved ones peace of mind on the road with a AAA gift membership for only $35. Stop by your local AAA branch or visit them online at AAA.com/gift. Limited time offer, restrictions apply.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Man, this one, need your help. Something about kids, man. Kids are sick. I recall the first time one of our kids had a high fever and we were driving to Children's Hospital and we're both crying. That's over a friggin' high fever. So when there's this young man named Ted, and he's real low-key, but he's the coolest guy ever. He's a family guy, and he fixes appliances. And he's coming to our house. This is completely unrelated to what I'm talking about here, but it means a lot. He's coming to our house and fix stuff no one else could fix, and then my man tries to leave without charging us because he's just that cool. His name's Ted. And when Ted tells me something, it's spot on. He sent me this note and asked me to look at this post for his... And I'm sitting there in the kitchen with my wife, and we're crying, looking at this thing. It's this beautiful little girl. Jesus, man. I can't even hardly look without... We just love them so much, man. We would die for them. And this gorgeous little girl... And the picture's on our page right now on the stream, and it's also on my social. Iris... Jesus. Tubes and wires and man, little tiny little hands and little black and blue marks where they poked her to try and get in IVs and and Ted said, if you can you help this wonderful family? And I'm reading through this. This poor little thing has this rare mitochondrial disease. Doesn't even have a name. In and out of children's life-sustaining care. She has a brother and a sister. And a wonderful mom and dad who we got to help, man. We got to help them get through this. We got to help her survive. We got to help them stay solvent as a family. It reminds me of Pennies from Heaven. My boy, John Perry, who set up a charity because parents can't afford to both work and pay their bills because they're in the hospital staring at their baby that I'd be doing in a friggin' state of shock all the time. And Casey and Amanda Laval have been kind enough to join us this morning. Hi, guys. How are you today?
Hi, we're doing okay. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, Marty.
Hey, Casey, I'm seeing you both smile. And I get choked up about this stuff. I can't handle it, which leads me to, it's not about me, it's about you. How do you friggin' handle this, man? How do you manage this? How?
It's kind of inconceivable to when it becomes your day to day and your life. You find smaller ways and little things to keep smiling about. And I mean, we're both at the hospital right now, and we just came from the room looking at her, and she's laying in the bed, and she wants to smile back, and. So we still get to be with her. So there's still reasons to smile, and we have our other kids, and they're a big reason for us to smile too.
No, I get it. Amanda, help me in the best way you can, because looking at her and I'm thinking, wow, it looks like a science project. You know what I mean? With all those tubes. What is it that she has, and what's she going through?
Sure. So Iris has a type of mitochondrial disease that's a genetic mutation that neither of us knew we had. No one in our family. It's a recessive, so she had to inherit it from both Casey and me. And no one in our family had had signs of it before. It's on the MRPL39 gene mutation, and it affects her mitochondria. So not to get too sciencey, but mitochondria are in every cell in our body. So if your mitochondria don't function well, then your body doesn't convert all the nutrients into energy well. So it can essentially affect any and all body systems, which it does affect a lot in Iris, but specifically her GI tract and her her stomach, and just getting all the nutrients is, I mean, other systems are involved too, but that's what she has the most problems with.
So help me, because I don't know any of this stuff. What do they do, and what's the plan? And does this end, or is this endless, or how's this go? Even if you don't know, I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Yeah. So Iris is the sixth child to be identified with this type of mitochondrial disease in the world.
6?
And yes.
Yep.
And the
Lucky
other
you.
5 children were found, right? Exactly. The other 5 children were actually found to have this after they died. So she is the first one that we're trying anything on. But we found out early. We consider ourselves, through all of this, blessed that we found out really early before any other families did, because we pushed for genetic testing when things weren't looking right.
Hey, Casey, how old is she?
Monitor her more closely, so we were actually able to save her from what would have looked like a SIDS type death situation. I actually had to do CPR on her at home to save her. All the other kids died from this, but we were able to save her, and now we can start trying things.
Casey, how old is she, Casey?
She is 7 months old right now. She'll be 8 months in
On December 8th.
December 8th, yeah. So she's 7.5 months old right now.
And so, of the 7 months, how much, kind of roughly, how much of that time have you been inside children's? How much?
We're currently, tomorrow marks 3 months for this day. And then we previously in children's different 2-week stay and a 1-week stay. So about four out of 7 months of our life we've been in children's hospital.
Hey, Casey, and I mention this because I've seen this movie, and it's so damn stressful because you're trying to get her to stay alive, and then I read you started a business, and you're thinking, damn, I'm going to lose it. How do you keep it together? Honestly, Casey, how do you keep it together?
Yeah, take it day by day. Our story's complicated in the sense that before I even found out, we found out we were pregnant with Iris, I was laid off from my corporate actuarial job. Jesus. We were running a business at the time, and as well, that started to have struggles. So we realized through that process that we feel like there was a reason why our paths were being cleared to be able to put our focus on Iris right now, and that we were getting prepared to be able to devote our energy and everything to her, so we're looking at it as, we didn't understand it at the time, that we felt like those were the hard days and those were the storms that we were living through. Right. But what we realize now, it was actually preparation for what we're dealing with these days.
Hey, Amanda, do the other kids, because I see them and they're gorgeous, do they understand this at all? How do you describe it to them?
That's a great question. My son is 7, so I think he understands a little bit more than my 2-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
My 2-year-old thinks that, we just go to the hospital and visit Iris, and I don't think she knows that there's any difference, but she certainly misses having both Casey and I home at the same time. We never leave Iris alone, so there's always one of us at the hospital, or if we both need to be somewhere, then Casey's dad is at the hospital. So we just don't like leaving her alone. But my son understands quite a bit more. And he actually was present in the room when I had to do CPR on Iris to save her and have the ambulance come too. So he definitely has seen more things than a lot of adults have seen. That's for sure. But he was actually here visiting her on Sunday, and he told the nurse in our room that when he grows up, he's going to work in the PICU at Children's Hospital, and he hasn't decided if he wants to be a doctor or what kind of specialty he wants to be in, but he's going to work in the PICU. So I think he's learning a lot of empathy through all of this.
Do you guys know my man Ted from Steel City Appliance who sent me this info? Do you know him?
Oh yeah, we're good friends with Ted.
Oh,
yeah, our sons are good friends, and we actually coached their flag football team together. Who shout out to the South Hills Ravens? They were ranked number 2 in the nation, so that was pretty exciting.
You know, he's one of those guys, man.
So they were pretty good. Pretty good flag football team.
He came in our house.
Yep.
And he fixed a piece of junk refrigerator. What do I call it, Patrick? Life's junk, LG. He fixed it that no one else could fix. No one. And then he tried to leave the house saying, I'm not going to charge you. It's that kind of greatness that kind of underlines the capacity we have to do good things, doesn't it, guys? Doesn't it?
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah, he fixed our dishwasher in this process and refused to take anything as well. So he was more than gracious. Yeah, been a super big support for us.
Let me be blunt here, though. And this all comes to a head when you're there all the time and you're watching her so that she lives, and I couldn't leave either, but you have bills, and that creates stress, and you're not the type of folks that ask for help, but you need help, and thus the GoFundMe. Does that explain it fairly?
Yes, very much so.
Right.
I've had to take a leave of absence from my job, and Casey had, we were already kind of fluctuating to begin with, but we definitely prefer to be on the giving side than the receiving side, if that makes sense. But we're in a very impossible situation right now.
I will do anything I can. We'll do this until it's done, and we'll do this until you're holding hands and pushing her out of the hospital in a little wheelchair, and bringing her home. And I promise you that. And I love you both. And I just met you on the phone last night, and I feel like we've known each other forever. You two conflate the whole issue of family and love and community and make it what we're about. And if we cannot help each other, what the hell are we here for? Honestly, guys, why are we here if we can't help each other, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and we've had such an outpouring of support from our community and friends and different businesses around us. I mean, it's been overwhelming the amount of support that we have received, and it's been we're so thankful for every single one of them. It's made it manageable, even going through an impossible situation.
Casey and Amanda, do me a favor when you're done there. Shoot me a cell phone video with you two and just telling us what's going on so I can get that out on social too. And then just send it to my cell phone. All right, Amanda? Casey?
Yep, I will.
I love this mama, man. I have a hard time, as I'm guessing you do too, managing the pain of my children. It's hard to comprehend unless you're in that room, but it's beyond belief that you get this, there's this ebb and flow, right? Highs and lows. Anxiety, fear, depression, joy, every movement. Oh, look, she moved. Oh, I think she smiled, right? And then fear, and all these things come together, and it's tough sometimes, and we'll do anything we can to help you both, okay?
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Guys. That's what we're all about. Hey, the stuff is all over my social, the GoFundMe. It's on the Get Marty page. We're putting it on X. And anything you folks can do to help, please help them. Anyone out there that's ever seen anything like this, has been through anything like this with a kid, people freak out over mosquito bites with their kids. To imagine that mom had to perform CPR on her own baby and save her life and get her breathing. And only 6 kids in the world have been diagnosed with this. Please help them, because we aren't going to stop until we get them what they need. All right? All right.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ETHOS.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Most of transactions, relationships, engagements with a lawyer is transactional, right? Business dealings, divorce, taxes, whatever criminal case, whatever ends up being. Not with Julian Gray. His law firm has become an integral part of our family. My wife, her parents are struggling in Florida. Julian Gray's social workers did amazing things to help them in Florida. My sister is struggling with pancreatic cancer and wants an estate plan, and she's talking to him right now. He spent a month on estate plan for myself and my wife, grayautorlaw.com. They're amazing. The way they handle you like family is kind of why I'm telling you this story about how it's affected my family's life and how it's become more than transactional. It's made a massive difference in our lives. grayautorlaw.com, 412-458-6000, 412-458-6000. 2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home. So, John Perry, a Perry Calder law firm. John and I go back about 30 years. John says AI at their firm is attorney intelligence. Highly trained attorneys. Trained doctors that investigate their cases. Some of the biggest settlements in Pennsylvania history. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200, 412-281-4200, where AI is attorney intelligence. Believe it. Perry Calder, the best.
At Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, our table has no end. Every seat filled means another neighborhood nourished, but this table needs you. Donate, volunteer, advocate, because the power of you keeps the table growing. Activate your power today at pittsburghfoodbank.org.
Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall and Museum recognizes Pennsylvania's combat veterans who have received medals for gallantry. With this Hall of Valor moment, here's the curator of Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall and Museum, Michael Kraus.
Sergeant Archibald Matthias of Allegheny County was awarded the Medal of Honor in World War II in Europe on February 20, 1944. The aircraft on which Sergeant Matthias was serving as engineer and turret gunner was attacked by a squadron of enemy fighters. The pilot was wounded and unconscious, and the co-pilot was killed. The crew managed to right the plane in order to fly it back to base and report the situation. They were ordered to parachute to safety and abandon the plane. But Sergeant Matthias and the navigator refused to leave the wounded pilot after the rest of the crew jumped to safety. In the attempt to land the plane, it crashed into an open field, killing the navigator, the pilot, and Sergeant Matthias.
Honor the veterans you know. With every $20 donation, a flag will be placed on the front lawn. Visit soldiersandsailorshall.org and fill the hill.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Wonderful.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
So I'm going to try and get all of it for this family. They're at $61,000 and they need $75,000. Let's blow through that and I don't know, man. And they've been in the hospital for 3 months. Jesus. You got to be strong, man. You got 2 other kids. You got to raise them. They got to go to school. And then you got to pay bills. Man. Wow, one of my boys sent me a note. They lost someone to this guy's daughter. Wow. 6 cases in the world. Man. You know, that's why we have this show, right? Whether we're getting people turkeys, and we got some to a church today, which 10 turkeys kind of pales into comparison with the little baby's 7 months old. Life's on the line. She is gorgeous, too. And all you want her to do is breathe. You're sitting there in a hospital room with your kids, and we've all been there. My kids have had surgery and all that stuff. Nothing serious like this. Come on. All you want them to do is be okay. And you're sitting there thinking, God, I'll take this, man. You get angry, you get scared, you get worried, you get lonely, you get desperate. And this beautiful girl needs us to help. And let's max out this GoFundMe.com. It's on my social media at Get Marty, putting on X. The goal, it's at 62,000. They want 75. It seems like that would be something that we could get to rather quickly. For them, for the baby, for us. Right? And I'm going to stay on this till we get this done, because they deserve it. And so do we, right? Right? Help save a kid's life. Huh?
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 45 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. A 14-year-old Penn Hills boy died Tuesday during basketball practice at Amani Christian Academy. The medical examiner's office confirmed this morning Joaquin J's death, and a message from the academy says Jaquan became unresponsive while taking a break during practice and died on the way to Children's Hospital. The school's morning schedule was adjusted to give students and staff time to process the loss, and counselors are available for support. Pittsburgh Public Schools officials are proposing a tax hike and major school closures to shrink a multi-million-dollar deficit. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has details.
Pittsburgh Public Schools say its projected deficit for next year is shrinking, but still significant. The district expects to be more than $12 million in the red for 2026, even with a proposed 4% increase in the property tax rate, now set at 10.25 mils. The $730 million spending plan also launches the first steps of the Future Ready Facilities Plan, which calls for closing 12 schools and 9 facilities while opening 2 new ones. Northview for pre-K through 5th grade and Sci Tech for grades 6 through 8th. Superintendent Wayne Walter says the district must act now to stabilize long-term finances and maintain quality learning environments. A public hearing is scheduled for December 8th with a final vote set for December 17th. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
City Council is set to discuss the planned sale of water assets to Pittsburgh Water. News Radio KDKA's David Bolorado has that story.
At the request of member Deb Gross, Council held a post-agenda and a public hearing on the sale this week on what she believes is a system worth $2 billion.
Some people have suggested that the $100 million that PWSA took out as debt in 1995, when this capital lease was unfortunately signed, that in September of 2025, they could buy the asset for $1, somehow equates to the value of the asset.
Members of the public spoke at the hearing about their concerns. They want a community water advisory panel. Earlier this year, voters also approved a referendum to prevent the system from being privatized, but concerns remained about having water access. David Bolorado, News Radio KDKA.
Pittsburgh Mills owner Namdar Realty was hit Tuesday with new fines of more than $17 million for poor road conditions at the mall complex. Namdar is appealing previous fines of $11.2 million in August for hundreds of code violations. Yesterday's ruling means the mall's owners now face almost $29 million in fines over the condition of their property. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 10 points, the Nasdaq up 74, the S&P 500 up 16. KDKA Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Congressman Guy Reschenthaler is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, increasing the standard deduction for hard-working Americans, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Congressman Guy Reschenthaler at 202-225-2065 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Is it soda or is it pop? The very question has baffled philosophers for centuries. At Red Ribbon, we call it soda pop. Coming from a time when every small community had their own soda pop shop to call their own, we bottle Pittsburgh's pop with the same quality and standards as we did when the first bottles rolled off the line in 1904. Made with cane sugar, Red Ribbon Cherry Pop will take you back, way back. Look for our products at any Giant Eagle or Giant Eagle Market District. And always remember to drink Red Ribbon.
Well, folks, the holidays are here in the Winter Wonderland. Weiner Wellness Weekend is December 5th and 6th with workshops from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, featuring the top holistic practitioners and experts in the industry. A delicious, healthy lunch will be provided from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And, of course, lots of samples, healthy treats, and the Black Friday deep discounts start November 24th. All of this at the World of Wellness, 2419 Baldrick Road, Pittsburgh. That's 2419 Baldrick Road, Pittsburgh.
Hey, it's Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. When we started out, we were building decks out of the back of our pickup trucks, and Grandma's garage was HQ.
We didn't have much, but we had family, and a promise to do things the family way.
We saw way too many contractors cutting corners and treating their clients terribly, so we built Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks on honesty, craftsmanship, and always doing right by the client.
We've grown a lot since Grandma's garage, but those values haven't changed. Call the Cousins.
All right, Patrick, you ate at Hofstadt's about a week ago. How good was it?
Amazing.
Right?
Delicious.
And he's a food snob. So add to that, Hofstadt's has prime rib Mondays. My boy, the restaurant king, JK. Prime rib Mondays, Hofstadt's. Dry rubbed, slow roasted, hand carved prime rib with au jus. I love saying that. Au jus. 2 sides. Mondays, Hofstadt's. Oakmont, 4 to 9. Prime rib, brothers and sisters. Go for it.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Clouds and a few sunny breaks for the rest of today with more sunshine north of the city, the high 48. Turning mostly cloudy tonight with areas of fog forming, the low 34. Mainly cloudy tomorrow, high 48. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best, better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us on the Big K Morning Show tomorrow, 5:30 until 10, right after the news at 8. Hall of Fame broadcaster Bill Hillgrove talk about the chances Aaron Rodgers will play Sunday in Chicago.
My man Hillgrove. He's 83 years old, my man. How about that? Kind of cool. He's a good guy. Not as good as Larry, but no one's better than Larry. He's a good guy. Larry's too nice. He's one of those guys that it's aggravating because he's so nice and everyone likes him. It's kind of what, kind of the burden I bear. Oh, my man, Larry's so nice that even when I make fun of him, he doesn't fight back. He just gets red in the face. I think he internalizes everything, Trevin. You get that? Right? You could tell, right? He's one of those dudes.
Don't pull me into this.
Right? You know what I mean? He has rage inside him.
He's positive.
Right?
It's the positive energy. See, positive people maintain positive energy all
Man,
the
he
time.
gets alone like in the bathroom and just punches stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I would hope not. I wouldn't want to make him mad.
You can feel it, can't you? You said this to me the other day. You said, I bet Larry's angry as hell, didn't you?
Patrick, why does Marty always try to get me in trouble, man? I'm not. Nope, no response.
Because he's so nice. I try to drag him into my torture chamber of life. And another person that everyone likes, and it annoys me too, is that Mary, ours. Hi, Mary.
Hello.
See what I mean? Patrick, she's always in this mood. It's annoying. She's always happy. Mary, do you get mad?
No, I'm always tired.
Do you get mad?
Patrick. Patrick.
He knows.
I've seen Mary a little cranky. Never really mad.
But Mary, honestly, it's a gift. You have this natural ability to always be smiling and pleasant and positive. That's a gift. In a world, Mary, where someone like you, because you're a public figure, these jagoffs come in on your social media and make obnoxious comments. How do you manage that? Because Christine can't stand it.
Hilarious.
Happens to my wife, too.
I think it's hilarious.
You do?
Honestly, and people are like, why do you keep them there? Like, some of these comments are, like, really bad.
Yeah.
But honestly, I keep them there because it's embarrassing for them, not for me.
Oh, wow.
So, like,
wow.
you put it out there, like, you said it. I'm not deleting what you said. You said it. Like, you're the one that looks bad. Like, I don't care what you say about me. I could care less what people think about me.
Are you sure? Because Mary, I say that, but now we got 20 million people a month on our social, and there are people that want to kill me. That bothers me, man. It doesn't bother you? None of it?
That's really messed up. I've never had it that bad, like death threats, but like when people do send like mean emails to me or like anything, I'm like, you really must be having a bad day. I'm so sorry, but like you don't know me. Like, wow. I mean, I'm pretty like.
No, I get it. I
watch.
watch.
Say weird stuff to me in public. I'm like, why'd you just say that? That's really weird. What a weird thing to say to somebody, but okay.
Wow. That's a hell of an attitude. And your daughter seems to have the same attitude. It's healthy as hell.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a story there that she just had an incident at dance the other night, and she got really upset when a girl got mad at her. But I told her, I was like, listen, girl, you don't let anyone let you feel any smaller than you are.
Wow.
I was like, you better tell them, if you're not going to be nice to me, don't be near me.
Wow.
She's like, I can't say that, Mom. I'm like, yes, you can.
So with the social media, and Mary, I've had insane benefit from it, and Patrick knows this. I mean, we've had insane benefit, but there are people there that they should be in jail on my social media. Do you see the benefit from it? Because you do a lot of it, and it's always really cool.
Yeah.
Do you see the benefit?
So, yeah, I do. Honestly, like, I try not to let anything get to me, obviously, but I do a lot of, like, they call it post and ghost, where I post and then I don't go back to that post.
Oh.
I just post what I want to post because, like, at the end of the day, like, if you have a problem with me, that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Oh, wow.
So if you don't like what I'm putting out, then go somewhere else. Like, you don't have to be on my page. It's just what I choose to put out there. So
Mary, you never block anyone and you never go at them?
Oh, I block them.
Okay,
for sure.
okay,
I'm like, ew, you're weird. Block.
Okay,
block.
okay,
Ew,
okay.
weird. Block.
Okay.
But like, I'm not it doesn't bother me. But like, sometimes I'll answer people back, and I'm like, okay, you're weird. Like, goodbye. Get off my page. Like, stop.
So, some of it's dangerous, some of it's treacherous, but for the most part, it's been a blessing. When you have this massive platform where you can say, I need to raise $100,000, and you do, you got to stick with it. And that's the benefit I see, because it is powerful, is it not?
I have that kind of power.
Uh-huh.
I really hope I do, that I can impact people. I mean, the biggest impact that I see is like my Mary breaks down your hours, and I'll be out and about, and someone will just randomly sing that to me. And I'm like, oh, that's great, because you're actually getting the forecast from me too. So like, what the weather is.
Yeah, but this is what has me thinking about you. And I want to get into a conversation with you off the air, but we want to get involved with you because I think you have that instinct to make a difference. And I think we could team up and do some cool stuff.
I would love to.
And one final question before we get to the weather. So if I get 10,000 comments a month and 2% of them are hate, Mary, in my career, no one has ever said anything obnoxious to me on the street to my face. Ever.
No
ever.
way.
Mary, never.
Yeah, I get weird things said to my face sometimes.
Do you?
More so about my image.
What do you mean?
Like weird things about how I look or my body.
Really?
Even from women.
On the street?
Yes, like weird thing like that I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? Wow. And I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. And that's when I look at them. I'm like, that was really weird to say, but okay, I'll take it as a compliment.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to watch. It's a moving target, my friend. So
it is.
It's getting colder, but is it supposed to be like this, or where are we at with the weather?
We're actually trending above average.
Oh.
So our next best chance of rain, it's going to be on Friday.
Okay.
Still a few spotty showers. It does look to dry out for light of night, and then temperatures will be in the 50s. So we're kind of holding steady in the 50s through next week. So it's actually looking like a pretty nice stretch here.
Hey, Mary, what about Thanksgiving? Any kind of idea?
Well, it does look like we're trending a little bit on the cooler side. I don't want to say it's going to snow on Thanksgiving, but I have seen some, models indicating such. But that's so far out. Like we can't talk that.
No, you're right. You're right.
Put that in people's minds. Like you're going to travel for Thanksgiving. It's going to be a great Thanksgiving. We're going to put that. We're going to manifest that. So hopefully it'll be a decent Thanksgiving and decent travel so that everyone can get to their family safely.
We haven't had a big 14-inch snowfall in a hell of a long time.
Forever.
Is that gone?
Forever.
Is that gone forever? Probably.
Well, I feel like you might have just jinxed it, so we might get one this year.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that, man.
It would be fun. I mean, I don't think I had that since I was in college. It was in February. I can't remember the year now. I don't even know how old I am. So what year was that? 2012, maybe? Or 13?
But the dynamic has changed of weather along those lines. It has, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've had pretty easy, I guess you would say, winters the past couple of years, above average. But it does. I mean, this year, too, is looking pretty average. But one big snowfall could change things. So if Mother Nature gets really mad, then, hey, we might get a nice big snowfall. A lot of people wishing for it. So just put it out there. Manifest it.
Mary Hours, always positive, annoyingly so. Like Larry, always happy.
Oh, stop it.
Always. All right, Mary, thank you. Appreciate you.
No problem. Talk to you later.
My wife's the same way. She cannot get mad, and it irritates us. And that us being me and my son left at home with her.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Claire Haver, a board-certified OBGYN and menopause specialist. My new podcast, Unpaused, is the place for bold, unfiltered conversations about what it really takes for women to thrive in the second half of life. Every week, I sit down with medical experts, cultural icons, and powerhouse women to talk about what really matters. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Listen to and follow Unpaused with me, Dr. Mary Claire Haver, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Fire doesn't wait, and neither should you. When disaster strikes, call Service Master of Greater Pittsburgh. Fire damage? Demand the yellow van.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Colin Dunlap on KDKA.
What is it to you when somebody else puts their Christmas tree up? This has become one of those things fueled by social media that has become an argument that has a third choice, which is shrugging your shoulders and keeping it moving, that enough people don't choose.
Weekdays 2 to 6 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Oh, that's the power of Bowser.
At Bowser's Chevrolet, we're thankful for our customers, and we're showing it with incredible Red Tag savings all month long during the Chevy Red Tag sales event. Get a 2026 Silverado 1500 double cab and lease for only $341 a month, or get 0% for 36 months. Plus, the new 2026 Chevy Trax has arrived, and Bowser has over 70 in stock and ready to drive home. For well-qualified buyers, dealer doc fee of $477 applies, 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year with $2,999 down, tax, title, and fees not included, with approved credit through GM Financial. Offer ends December 1st.
Oh, that's the power of Bowser.
Bowser's Chevrolet Monroeville. BowserChevrolet.com.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. Pittsburgh's next major riverfront development has the green light to go forward. The Pittsburgh Planning Commission voted yesterday to approve Midwood Investment and Development in its ambitious proposal to demolish the long-time refrigerated warehouse of Consumer Fresh Produce in order to build 2 new riverfront apartment buildings with plans for retail space and a new grocery store. The plan calls to add 459 apartments. Also, downtown Pittsburgh is set to welcome a new culinary destination as Elia Estradio, announced today, is coming soon to Fifth Avenue Place. With its original successful location, Elia Mediterranean Grill in Warrendale, Elia has become a favorite for its menu inspired by traditional Greek and Mediterranean flavors. It's looking to open in the spring of 2026. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to PittsburghBusinessTimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
social media thing is kind of taking over the world. It's crazy. Man, it's crazy. We posted a picture on Facebook of a guy who built this 3-story cardboard structure on 2nd Avenue. A picture. Over 1 million people have viewed. Over 1 million have viewed that and commented. The page has surpassed 15 million, headed towards 20 million. That's just Facebook. And the platform grows. And with it comes crazy information and incredibly passionate stories and amazing videos. I love Mary's attitude. I don't really feel the same way. I can't stand the people out there that are just angry. They just want to be jagoffs to you. Some guy sent me a note about plumbers. Why do I only use Matt Mertz, who, by the way, retired 3 years ago, and Bob Tootie to help people? Matt Mertz and his amazing wife never said no to us, ever. One of my friends was dying. He had asbestosis. He went to the site of 9/11. Honestly, went to New York and helped with the cleanup. He was an EMT. And the debris made him sick, and he was dying, and he had gutted his house in McKeesport. Yeah, I lose my mind. And he got it, and he couldn't finish it. Matt Mertz's wife, out of the blue, calls us and says, we'll do the plumbing. All of it, man. It was $30,000. All of it. So you ask why I like Matt Mertz? Because he's a freaking miracle of a man. He is. You ask why I love Bob Tootie? There was a woman in the Hill District. She was 90. It was a Friday night, and the 911 folks called me from Allegheny County. This is truth. And it was it was in the winter. It was like 0 degrees, and her heat went out, and they couldn't help her. This is a true story. And I text Tootie. He says, I'll have guys there in a half hour. Tootie was in Florida, but he had 6 men at her house within an hour, and the whole house was set up with heaters within an hour. And then they put in a brand new $8,000 furnace the next day. You ask me why I like Bob Tootie and Matt Mertz? They're kings. They're friggin' kings. I was on the phone with Robert Levin, who I love the man. My man saved a company, saved 2,000 jobs, wrote checks, saved all of it, and could walk away and live on a beach, and chose to, with his wife, foster care a special needs baby. It's insane, his commitment to the world. Robert Levin has paid for, given furniture to at least 100 families. We've been there when he did it. Filled the house with furniture. There are these men out there that are insanely cool. Why do I love them? Come on, man. That's why we're here. The Jones Turkey Farm, the latest example of heroics. The people that... This amazing young girl, this Carrie, who was physically headed into a colonoscopy, but before she went under, no exaggeration, sends me a note and says, yeah, I got those 10 turkeys that church in Homewood needs. Huh? Come on, man. And you wonder, the guy was mad at me because I never used him to help us. I said, who are you? And now I'm the bad guy because what? What? You have to find a way to separate the crap from the love and use the love to make a difference. If you can't, then you got to get out of this business. I find it amazing that Mary never pays any attention to any of it because people say disgusting things about attractive women. They just do. And she gets it and manages it. My wife gets the same stuff. But I find it amazing. There are times when we want to, and people have done this, shut down their social media, but I'm not doing that. If you get the chance, please go to my social media and please help this family whose daughter is in the hospital right now. Their GoFundMe page. They could really, really, really use their help. And while they're struggling to keep her alive, it would help if we could help them with their bills. Little Iris. And it's all over my social media. You can't miss it. All right? All right, folks. Hope for Iris. It's right there in the middle of my page. Hope for Iris. Get Marty's social media page. The parents have been in the hospital, what do they say, for 3 months? And they don't leave her alone? Could you handle that? I don't know if I could.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light, larger than light, online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect